What's up, GQ? It's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Today I'm going undercover on the internet. It's actually me. It's me, for real. Seriously. Instagram. Sneaker of the year, question mark, question mark, question mark. I mean, obviously I'm a little biased, but it sold out in minutes, so that might have the answer for you. Can anyone explain his captions to me? This is a pretty long one, so yeah, it would take a little bit of explaining. But to sum it up in like a few words, this caption, obviously after we won, I basically was just talking about like the doubters and the naysayers. All year we just like, well, me personally, like kept notes and like kept track of the people that didn't believe in what they're saying, and it all came out in this caption. Posted. If you had to pick another career besides basketball, what would it be? If I could, I would play soccer. Soccer is my first sport. I'd probably play soccer. How do I get some baby shoes for my twins? They're 8 months now. I need them stopping and Shai ones. Unfortunately, those are only for my little one. His 101s as of now. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. You won't get those ones. Maybe on the second pair, we'll work on those. This one's less of a question and more of a statement. Best dressed in the NBA. Yeah, I do my thing. I have fun with it and let the people decide. But yeah, I appreciate it. Shai, how are you so consistent? Most consistent man on planet Earth. Seriously answering, I try to do everything in routine, whatever it is in life. Jokingly answering, I'm sick of the consistent questions and the consistent jokes. I'm good on those. Posted. Next, all right, Wikipedia. Growing up in Hamilton, he did not make the St. Thomas More Junior team in grade 9 and subsequently played on the school's midget squad. He ended up winning team MVP and leading St. Thomas More to the Midget Boys City Championship. All facts, midget is just 9th grade. So I didn't make JV. I was like below. So like if I went to school in New York, I wouldn't have played on the team. I was a little bit disappointed, but like I remember texting my mom after that. It was an eye-opener for me. It was like a wake-up call. And I was gonna make like everyone that doubted me regret it one day. Safe to say they did. All right, TikTok. Let's do it. I don't think we're going to be losing for much longer. Spoke it into existence. I would be lying if I said I thought like we'd win this fast, but I definitely believed in myself and my teammates at that time to like just get better and ultimately like reach our goals, and we did pretty fast, a little bit faster than maybe we did and the world expected, but that's what happens when you put your head down, you work hard, and you don't worry about anything else besides that. Posted. Bro, OKC looks like it would be a funny team to be on. It is like a family. I wonder who SGA would say is the funniest on the team. There's like different types of humor on our team. Wiggs is like, Aaron Wiggins is like the dry humor. Like in terms of like being the most funny, I would say he's the funniest. And then we have like goofy humor, and that's Dub, Jalen Williams. And then we have like trolling humor, and that's Chad. There's different types of humor, but if I had to like say one guy, I would say Wiggs for sure. Next, I'm gonna need a Nick Gallo jersey because of the way he's been with the team in the post-game interviews. I love it, and he's the best. Nick Gallo is indeed the best. I always ask him, like, I don't know how he stays in character for so long when guys are putting sweaters on him, towels all over his head. Hats off to Nick Gallo. He's a goal, man. Posted. Next, let's check X. I wonder how SGA feels about being on the cover of NBA 2K26. It feels surreal to this moment. Like even seeing the cover for months now and knowing I was gonna be on it. Just like seeing it in stores, seeing people play it it's an unreal feeling. I grew up playing 2K like I'm sure the rest of the kids that love basketball did. And for everyone to turn on their system and see a picture of me, the cover athlete, as soon as they turn it on, it's a special feeling for sure. You forget how young Oklahoma City Thunder is when they play. Wish I could be there pregame to see how they pump themselves up and find the confidence to compete. We don't take it serious until like the ball really tips. What you guys would think it would be, it probably is. Like we're goofing around, listening to music. Guys are still like getting their routine in, but it's like very lighthearted. It's very chill. When the game starts, nothing else matters to us besides winning. And then we know if we win, we'll be able to have a little bit more fun after. When that ball goes up, we turn it on pretty well. Balancing the two between like playing around, joking, having fun, and taking it serious. I think like to our core, we're just really hard competitors, really tough competitors. We prioritize winning when it matters, and then everything else is lighthearted and fun. Next, Shai 1 sold out in like 30 seconds. Didn't stand a chance. You gotta be quicker. Devin, No Limit Devo. Gotta be a little bit quicker. There's 3 pairs coming out on October 2nd though. You should have a better chance at those. I wonder what SGA is doing right now. Well, I'm currently with GQ reading this comment. Let's see, August 18th at 1:26 p.m. If it was a weekday, I was probably just finishing lifting. And if it was a weekend, I was chilling. Probably running around chasing my son. Replied, Quora. What's Quora? What, like, I've never heard of that. What are the notable routines and habits of Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? I hoop, I work out, I lift, I spend time with my friends and family. I do regular things. One of my, kind of habits I do on game days is I eat an apple 30 minutes before every game, just to give me a little bit like a sugar boost before I go out there. What are some realistic expectations for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's future? Honestly, I don't really have any expectations at this point. You can go as far as you want, but I truly believe putting expectations is kind of like putting a limit on yourself. You can achieve what you want and beyond if you just work at it, do the right things, or take the right steps to get there. No expectations for me. How do you pronounce Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I know some people say Shai. It's definitely Shai. The confusing part is probably the Gilgeous, so it's Gilgeous. How would you describe Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's unique style of play? Like smooth, calm, silky, very reactive. Nothing's premeditated. I don't predict what the defense is gonna do. I don't try to plan what I'm gonna do on a given possession or play. My instincts and my skill just take over and I just play the game. Make or miss. Posted. Reddit. Best dress on the team. I'm gonna say Alex Caruso. By far Alex Caruso. Okay, SGA growing up. Know he's mentioned Kobe a bit, but wondering how Kobe influenced Shai as a kid. Does anyone know the whole story? Yeah, Kobe's influence on me was huge growing up. His mentality and his work ethic is what stood out to me above all. That really struck a chord with me and stayed with me for sure. This is so inspiring. They were so underestimated. I want to know what this sort of rise requires. What were they channeling? I think, above all, as a team, we genuinely just whatever it took to win is what we focused on. Obviously, playing against different opponents every night changes things. Figuring out what it takes and then doing whatever it takes to get it done is what we did a really good job at this year. No matter who was hurt, who was playing, not making any excuses for ourselves and going out there and trying to win games. All right, guys, that's it for me, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and I'm signing off the internet.